What's your assessment of us President Donald Trump? I just diagnosed you. Dr. Phil McGraw's talk show was one of the best of its time and remains popular now, but he is not. Dr. Phil's marital problems are well known, but his revelations about his failed marriage and sudden split have impacted how people regard him, especially as a relationship guru. The good doctor's 46-year marriage to Robin McGraw terminated for strange reasons. They wouldn't be credible if not from the source. How could he lose his own relationship after saving so many? Let's explore Dr. Phil's world for solutions. Understand Dr. Phil. Before we unearth their hidden challenges, let's get to know our major characters and how their individual dynamics kept them together for so long. Dr. Phil McGraw was born in Veneta, Oklahoma to Joe and Jerry McGraw on September 1, 1950. His family valued education and hard work, which shaped his personality. Midwestern State University awarded Dr. Phil a bachelor's degree in psychology. He later earned a Ph.D. in clinical psychology from UNT. Dr. Phil worked with various organizations providing psychiatric counseling and therapy throughout his early career. His strong awareness of human emotions and connections proved vital as he learned to comprehend others and managing their complex thoughts. His media introduction was shaped by his academic and clinical psychological experiences. Late 1900s Oprah Winfrey Show appearances launched Dr. Phil's television career. His insightful and personable advice rapidly resonated with viewers. Dr. Phil premiered in 2002. Millions of fans watched the show, cementing his image as an American media icon. His career has covered addiction, relationships, family dynamics, and mental health. His ability to connect with guests and offer practical solutions has made his show a safe haven for support and understanding. Dr. Phil's show usually features real-life guests who reveal their struggles while he offers psychiatric guidance. The program combines therapy and entertainment, making it accessible. He challenges guests' preconceptions and promotes healthy perspectives to transform their minds. Besides giving viewers and visitors practical suggestions to improve their conditions, he often invites professionals to provide depth and credibility to the conversations and possible solutions. Dr. Phil's reach goes beyond daytime. His show has sparked important mental health, interpersonal, and personal development conversations. He reduces mental health stigma by addressing sensitive topics, encouraging more people to seek treatment. Shows often connect viewers to support services and other options, allowing them to seek tangible aid outside it, where they can discuss their issues and seek therapy. Robin McGraw, his longest-term partner, must be understood. Even Dr. Phil portrays her as a successful, entrepreneurial, and independent woman, therefore she has never been merely his wife. She succeeded without him because she made her own way. She is a best-selling author, podcast host, and Dr. Phil guest. In 2007, her debut book, Inside My Heart: Choosing to Live with Passion and Purpose, was a New York Times bestseller. In this book, she imparts life and marriage lessons, empowering women to build their dreams. She has authored several books, including Christmas in My Home and Heart and What's Age Got to Do with It? Live Happily and Healthily. Her monthly podcast, I've Got a Secret with Robin McGraw, complements her writing. Her podcast features celebrity and expert interviews and her own experiences as a parent, businesswoman, and TV personality. Rachel Bilson, Andy Grammer, Daphne Oz, and Bachelor alum Nick Viall have attended. She met him in the early 1970s, shortly after his traumatic divorce from Debbie Higgins. Brenda, Robin's sister, invited Dr. Phil to stay the night. Dr. Phil wasn't pleasant at first due to being sick, but they talked for hours and went on their first date the next night. They capitalized on their chemistry and connection. Phil took her in a plane on that date after getting his pilot's license at 16. Robin later said she felt protected with him. He possessed a strong presence that made her feel comfortable and secure, and everything would be okay. He proposed on Valentine's Day 1976, and married less than a year later. Marriage occurred in 1976. Their partnership exemplified love, harmony, and stability. Jay and Jordan McGraw, their boys, appeared inseparable to the public. After all, their partnership lasted almost 4 decades. She was with Dr. Phil as his career grew, especially in the 1990s, after his Oprah Winfrey Show appearances. She frequently appeared on his 2002 show, promoting the idea of a stable marriage. Fans appreciated their relationship and considered them the perfect couple. Respect, common beliefs, and constant support characterized their partnership. Dr. Phil and Robin often attributed their lengthy marriage to their profound knowledge of each other. Robin's constant support helped Dr. Phil's climb. They always seemed to support each other as they navigated public life. Public adulation increased as the couple navigated celebrity while maintaining a seemingly ideal marriage. Their divorce in 2024 shocked the world. The seemingly eternal pair divorced after 46 years. The divorce startled many because it contradicted their solid and long-lasting partnership. Fans wondered how a long-time relationship could break up. Most people believe Dr. Phil McGraw and his wife Robin had mastered good relationships for decades. This made sense given their issues and their 40-year marriage without public drama. Robin discussed their longtime friendship in interviews and at a Montauk Yacht Club luncheon commemorating her Bella New York cover story. As their 40th wedding anniversary approached, she contemplated their relationship, telling everybody who would listen that he was doing well. A simple secret to their marital pleasure, she said. In contrast to the 5050 connection notion, they see it as 10000100. They focused on the marriage and did their studies before marrying. Sitting down, they addressed their marriage needs. She knew what upset him and avoided it. They put each other's needs first and kept doing so all year. Dr. Phil and Robin have confessed that their families were alcoholics, which has brought them closer. She said she had known him for over 40 years and never seen him drink. She inquired about his drinking habits when they met. Despite not revealing that his father was an alcoholic, he said he was allergic to alcohol. Knowing her childhood drinking trauma, she immediately attracted his type of man and told him she was falling in love with him. Since they grew up without stability, they wanted it in their family. Growing up with an alcoholic mom made life unpredictable. She vowed early on to never marry an alcoholic and to raise her children in a stable atmosphere. She also praised his work ethic. She admired his work ethic. She liked witnessing him create from his knowledge and passion. She found the challenges of public life manageable. She stated, "From day one, I always said, I think you're great when we left Oprah Winfrey's show to establish our own. Being in the public glare is okay because you can impact lives." With all this positive reinforcement, where did this Hollywood mega marriage fail? No one believed they'd split with interviews like this on both sides and such strong statements of support and reassurance. Their marriage seemed to embody marital longevity, which celebrities are increasingly lacking. The announcement sparked conjecture about whether celebrity had finally caught up to them, or if there were deeper issues at play. Their abrupt divorce had many wondering how such a strong partnership could break apart after years of tranquility. But why did their marriage end? Dr. Phil married his high school girlfriend Debbie Higgins before Robin. He was a star athlete and Debbie, a beautiful cheerleader, met when they were young and fell in love. He married her aged 20 in 1970, hoping for a bright future. Their marriage broke up shortly. His goals and job obsession strained their relationship early on. She later called their marriage controlling. She said he wanted a typical wife who would support his profession and run the home. She has her own goals. She believed their marriage restricted her dreams. She felt pressured to play a role, and their tension increased. As Dr. Phil studied psychology and pursued a career, his focus turned to his professional aspirations. Finding herself sidelined and unable to pursue her goals, Debbie got frustrated. A once promising union ended, as their priorities diverged. His career ambitions and her sense of being stifled caused unresolvable problems. 3 years after their wedding, Dr. Phil and Debbie divorced in 1973. He rarely discussed their tough and terrible decision. However, this early encounter clearly shaped him. His first marriage ended, teaching him about relationships and work-life balance. He understood that his work obsession had hurt his relationships. He would use communication, respect, and balancing aspirations in his future relationships, including his marriage to Robin. Retained some importance. Unresolved difficulties from his connection with Debbie may have affected his marriage to Robin. She was more than his wife. She was crucial to his success personally and professionally. After meeting in 1973, she became his rock, helping him grow personally and professionally. Their marriage went beyond love. It was a relationship that changed his career. Robin quietly helped Dr. Phil focus on his job while he played the public role. She ran the family and let him focus on work. She supported him as his TV profile grew, providing support and feedback on his ideas. Dr. Phil has repeatedly stated his need on Robin. Her courage, knowledge, and dedication made him successful. She shaped his career as well as their personal life. She appeared on Dr. Phil and discussed family and health, solidifying their public image as a strong spouse. Viewers liked her calmness and relatability, bolstering their ideal couple status. Robin McGraw championed women's health and family values, matching with Dr. Phil's beliefs. Their relationship was personal and professional. Her extensive participation in the show's content helped influence its direction, give depth to his work, and even take on behind-the-scenes tasks, helping it become a hit. Her help was crucial to his career. Without her influence, his career may have been different. Her commitment to their marriage and family gave him the security he needed to focus on his work. Her role as his emotional and professional partner had a huge impact on him. Was Robin's role in his life enough to save their marriage? Pressures of public life were great. In the spotlight, Dr. Phil and Robin faced frequent hurdles. Since his career took off, the media has dominated their life. Their personal lives were scrutinized as his reputation grew. Their private marriage became the subject of gossip columns and tabloids. Fame from his accomplishment put them under the spotlight. Their every step was scrutinized and relationship suspicions abounded. All aspects of their marriage, children, and Robin's participation in Dr. Phil's career were covered by the media. Any relationship would struggle with this sort of scrutiny, including Dr. Phil and Robin. Tabloids routinely depicted dysfunctional marriages. Some accounts said the pair lived apart, while others said they merely pretended to be together. As their problems became public, it became harder for the couple to live a regular life. To appear unaffected by rumors, Dr. Phil and Robin always addressed them openly, frequently with comedy. However, decades of intensive scrutiny must have strained their connection. No matter how solid the relationship, public scrutiny may be draining. Focusing on their marriage, especially during difficult times, undoubtedly produced tensions that would not have existed otherwise. The public's constant interest in their lives undoubtedly exacerbated private issues. This tension can damage even the strongest relationships. In interviews, they dismissed media interest, saying their bond was stronger than rumors. However, the long-term effects of fame may have contributed to their problems. Fame offers benefits but also responsibilities. The pressure of public life may have overwhelmed them. Dr. Phil was famous and successful. It also caused debate. His blunt, sometimes abrasive approach to problem-solving appealed to some but alienated others. He was criticized for his handling of difficult topics and guests. Many thought his approaches were overly harsh, especially for fragile mental health and addiction patients. Dr. Phil refuted these charges, but the criticism hurt his show. Critics said the show exploited guests for ratings, prioritizing entertainment over real help. Legal fights followed as the show defended itself against unethical claims. Dr. Phil's relationship with Robin suffered as he dealt with the fallout. She supported him throughout, publicly supporting him during these tough times. The continual legal issues and unfavorable media exposure certainly weakened their marriage. Behind the scenes, they had to handle public and internal reactions to the controversies. Robin's backing of Dr. Phil put her in the spotlight during these situations. As show criticism increased, these public difficulties must have damaged their personal life. The family fought to maintain the show's integrity and appease irate viewers, which could have strained their marriage. Dr. Phil denied the charges and maintained his position as a top daytime TV host, but the harm to his reputation undoubtedly affected his family life. When work difficulties become personal, any marriage finds it difficult to face such intense public scrutiny. Dr. Phil and Robin wondered how much strain one marriage could take. Was Dr. Phil's career controversies the only cause of stress, or were there other issues at home? What caused Dr. Phil and Robin McGraw's divorce is unclear. However, there has been conjecture about their developing distance in the years before their separation. Like his first marriage, their priorities may have changed after nearly 50 years. Robin apparently focused on her advocacy and personal brand, while Dr. Phil's business demanded more of his time. These paths may have caused the pair to drift apart over time. Some sources say they were losing touch despite their public solidarity. Many long-term relationships struggle to sustain their connection over decades, especially when fame, job, and media scrutiny are continuous. Dr. Phil's busy profession may have provided little time for the pair to focus on their relationship, resulting in their divorce. Robin may have grown tired of his public persona. Despite their seeming healthy relationship, several reports believe that his career-focused lifestyle and her developing independence may have driven them apart. Their communication may have broken down as they become emotionally distant. Even the strongest relationships can fail without open communication. The overwhelming public attention may have contributed to their divorce. Media scrutiny and pressure to provide a pristine image certainly strained their already difficult relationship. Their scenario may have differed from the public's ideal marriage. Dr. Phil has avoided discussing their breakup in interviews. However, his latest comment suggests the divorce was long awaited. He suggests the answer is balancing a high-profile work with personal fulfillment. How this equilibrium eventually become unsustainable. Dr. Phil has been talking more about his divorce from Robin McGraw since the news. He has always been private about his personal life, but recent interviews have shown how he is coping with the separation and his future. His marriage troubles developed over several years, he admits. They appeared united, but his career and public life were straining their relationship. He confessed in a recent interview that balancing a high-profile career and a relationship is difficult. He considered how difficult it became to balance personal satisfaction and professional achievement over time. Personal growth is his goal following the divorce. He has stressed the necessity of learning from his marriage's failures. Even Dr. Phil would be devastated by losing a longtime loved one. How has he coped? Life lately. Dr. Phil looks to be refocusing on his health and happiness. His family has helped him through this transformation, he says. His sons Jay and Jordan have helped him through this new chapter. Although divorce has been difficult, he is devoted to solid family bonds and active participation. Professionally, Dr. Phil isn't slowing down. He dominates daytime TV. His employment is clearly fundamental to his identity. However, he claims this personal episode changed his perspective. In recent interviews, he has been more contemplative about how his struggles have affected him personally and professionally. Following Dr. Phil's divorce, many are wondering what his future holds after nearly 50 years of marriage. This is a huge life transformation. He may see this following phase as a chance to grow and refresh. He's still engaged professionally. Despite wrapping production of several seasons, his daytime talk program remains a powerhouse. He remains influential in psychology and self-help. Dr. Phil justified his cancellation as a necessary step to focus on new initiatives. Thus, he does not appear to be retiring. However, the divorce may provide him a new viewpoint that could shape his future show and its issues. His personal experiences may enrich his counsel. Dr. Phil's personal life is changing while his career is secure. After a long marriage, recreating his life without Robin will be challenging. He says he's ready to move forward and focus on himself. After reflecting on his past, he is optimistic about the future. Now that his personal life is public, his legacy may change. He had a steady and loving marriage and was a career success for years. His biography is more complicated due to his divorce, yet his legacy is still important. It may make him more relatable to his audience, many of whom have had similar challenges. Dr. Phil's divorce was nothing like most, and even though they're separated, they still respect each other. As he begins this new chapter, his opinions on love, family, and public life continue to draw attention. This time may also let Dr. Phil focus on personal and professional growth. His divorce may give him a revitalized sense of purpose, encouraging him to share his life lessons on perseverance and reinvention. Fans are curious how this new direction would affect his career and personal life. More honest talks could make his advice feel more genuine to viewers. Whatever the future holds, he will continue to affect television and psychology. Your thoughts on Dr. Phil's divorce? Share in the comments. Thanks for watching. Play the video to see more intriguing ones. Be sure to like, subscribe, and bell to get notified of new videos.